What was I doing? Ah, shit. Yeah, this, set up a Mila and see if anything pops up. Hmm, no. No, no, no. I'm taking a break from the railroad crap. It's, possibly is not leading anywhere, which means we're ditching Deacon. Back to Piper. I guess we're going... Well, I could try to set up the militia base at the castle a little bit, but we don't particularly have missions for them at the moment. Suppose we could do minor things for them.
Hey,
You can keep
Tell me what you
everything.
want.
hey.
What you need. You know, I'm having second thoughts on the whole recall code. Wait, you read it, didn't you?
No, I haven't read it yet.
Good, please don't. It'll make it easier to sleep at night.
Hey,
You know, I'm having second thoughts on the whole recall code.
Why can't I get rid of you?
Wait, you read it, didn't you?
I think we ought to part ways.
Another time, then.
What kind of setup are we gonna use for Piper though? Where is my lady? Probably should install a bell in this colony anyway.
I wonder what has happened elsewhere. Is what has befallen the Commonwealth atypical, less extreme, more?
Seems like a lot of people who
Lost
have
track of
really
how many
nothing to
blisters I
do.
got. Don't
Yeah?
much care for good neighbor. That place is nothing but trouble.
Don't I have a bed here or something? Apparently I never gave a shit. Yeah, this is way too big for your own needs. I suppose we could plant a artillery piece here. I mean, we certainly have the spare guys to spare. It's gonna plant it right in the smack middle of this.
Sure.
Humanity has fallen so since.
I suppose we should give Piper the red coat since it's hers to begin with.
Yes? Huh?
Manually fire this. Nope.
Crop's been growing pretty good lately.
Thanks for sharing.
If you ain't been up to see Grey Garden, you should go. Whole place is run by robots.
Okay, where the fuck is Piper? Probably should install the goddamn bell. Okay, there's like 3 houses, it's entire settlement. She should not be that hard to find. And I have been very lazy in decorating these places, so there aren't that many things to do here. She should be using the army here, I guess. Combat armor. So fairly easy to spot. And I'm not spotting her. Nick is easy to spot. Where the fuck is Piper? She's no longer here. Where else would she be? I don't recall
I'm
sending
getting
her
tired of
away.
waiting.
For God's sakes. Just making sure the souls are manned. For fuck's sakes, I don't want to get stuck in this. Okay, where's the bell?
Need something? What's going on?
What do you need?
Need something? What's going on? What do you
This is
need?
not all. There are people missing. There's like 6 people missing.
What do you need?
Need something?
Ah, my
Influx of
favorite
data
meat
is
shield.
hard to process. Apologies if
Are
sometimes
they
I make
outside the
difficult
wall
choices.
somewhere and it uh, basically can't easily get back? We could have sent them on supply trips. I have no idea where Piper is.
You hear about that farm run by ghouls? Isn't that something?
Well, the one thing is obvious, she's not here. I have no idea where she would be then. Some other settlement? There's no one at Red Rocket. She's not at Sanctuary, I'm sure about that. I don't think Castle might be a place, but Boston Airport has nothing. Ridgewood has nothing. The castle has 4 guards, so she's not there. She should be here. Um, I'm gonna visit the Diamond City, see if she's there. But if I'm going to Diamond City, I'm gonna pick up some extra equipment and sell it. I don't need this shit right now. Human resource management would be a nice added modification. Too many companions that aren't where they're supposed to be. Too many people in general. Manual approach is just clumsy. There have been a few games that are trying to do the first person view in a strategy game, and they're all the games might be just fine. However, as control systems, they're shit. They're vastly inferior to just normal real-time strategy control systems. I'm selling the mines. I don't care for the minigun. If I would give this to a companion, I would basically run out of ammunition in a few moments. This isn't worth it. Well, if we're not gonna find Piper, I guess we're gonna go forward on our own. I mean, Nick has full affinity or affection, so does Deacon. So I don't know. I suppose we could always pick someone new. There's the militia guy. That might be a good option, actually. And Brother of Steel guy. But we already started things with Piper, so I'd like to see that through. Where's your sister?
You can't stop the press.
Hey, pal.
Read the paper, lady. Trust me.
The latest hairstyles from the opera stands.
I'm not gonna start hunting down Piper, I just want to see if she's here. That is troublesome. I'm going to the militia headquarters and picking up the guy there. I mean, militia business
You
was
won't
one.
believe what's in the next issue. Just you wait.
Well,
Keep looking at me
actually,
like that. I'm gonna start thinking yours.
might go with the
Hey
Brother
there.
of Steel
I
guy.
got an empty chair here, just waiting for some beautiful couple.
Oh, I'm getting worried about Paul. Nobody's seen him in days.
Excuse me.
Everything I got will keep you safe.
I'll take a look. Sure.
Something for everyone.
$1,700. You probably don't have anything interesting as far as... Yeah. No. Not really. So we're just gonna take ammunition. $900 in plasma cartridges. Railway spikes. Assault rifle ammunition. No, we'll take ghost rifle ammunition and then some assault rifle ammunition. Right. So what exactly are we gonna start doing? I'll quick travel to the Starlight Driving once. See if she pops back. If not, I'll go to the castle and talk with the militia guy. Although Brotherhood still actually has proper missions for us. The militia guy is sort of sending us to just getting more farms, which is some just fine. But we've done that sort of repeatable horse crap mission with the railroad for some time. I'm not exactly. I don't see the point of ditching that in favor of doing the pretty much the exact same thing to someone else. Just it's not exactly much of a switch around. Yes, there you are. Jesus Christ.
Piper.
Heading my way?
Sure, let's go.
Will do.
Okay. First things first, what do I want her to have? Probably an energy weapon.
Heads up.
What exactly do you have?
Heads up.
Help yourself.
I'm taking everything she has. We can keep the road leathers. Laser rifle isn't bad. It's nothing amazing either, but I'm not sure what she would prefer. Is she good at using anything specific? I just don't know. So a laser rifle might as well be used, especially since I have no use for fusion cells at the moment, so it's a different type of ammo. I could use plasma though, but it's a different type of ammo again. I'll still take everything you have. Actually,
Look alive.
Probably have something you
I
can
need
use.
those clothes. That's sort of a big deal too. Road leathers. Use leathers. Meet the peaks.
Always was a little jealous of folks who could craft something other than a paragraph.
I could use the Minuteman outfit though. But it's much better if she uses the military fatigues. Much better. We can Mark 5. Oh, Institute Killer Weave. Grants 10% bonus damage against Institute members and synths. It's a shitty weave though. Reinforced. Polymer. Asbestos. Can't be... yeah, immune to being set on fire. We don't have ballistic fibers anymore. Well, it's an okay lining, I suppose. Obviously. Scoped aiming is more steady. Interesting. leap. Increase movement speed while sneaking. Oh, I just want strength and that it? And that would. I don't think there's anything really to improve. We could make a sniper barrel. I don't think so. Short recon scope. I don't see the need for that though. Yeah, the weapon is just fine. There's nothing particularly wrong with it.
Look alive.
Looking for something specific?
Yeah. Can't do much about the helmet, I suppose, but it's an extra damage resistance, so you're gonna need some ammunition, aren't you? Fusion cells, 1,700. I think will be good with a little bit less. Let's say 300. Right. Adventure Ho. Now, what the hell happened here? Usually the trouble comes from the road. Now there's a super mutant here. Gunner's note. Feral ghouls. Well, could have been anything. It's hard to say because the bodies don't really disappear constantly, so... Now, what exactly are we gonna do? Get the silver shroud custom. That sounds like something we could do without too much fuss. We'd also talk to the people in Diamond City. I don't think I've talked to the mayor, for example, at all. There's also some kind of missing guy there. Brent Saboli? Okay, by the way, as long as we have something to do. Silver Shroud, where is it? It's somewhere... very close to it before. Vault 114. It shouldn't be in the vault though. I don't think so, at least. We've been with Piper too for a long time, so we should get affinity with her to the top without too much fuss. We might as well switch companions, I suppose. Well, my idea is sort of that we all keep maybe probably to Nick when we go do some kind of plot related thing, and we'll switch around when we're doing the secondary non-plot related, at least that seemingly don't have a strong connection to the plot. And that's basically my well, plan at this point. Hubris Comics. Scavenger's lead.
Free for the taking.
Is it what is it? Scroll, 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 scroll. Check out Hubris Comics up Newbury Street. Store on the ground floor. Ought to be easy pickings. Well, if it's easy pickings, we might as well go for it. Blood ghouls.
Guess this is it for you. You see any back issues of Grognak the Barbarian? I could use them for research. Come on.
Where the fuck is this piece? The hole in the ceiling, that's where they're coming from. Just cool it. Not sure why I'm even bothering to cool it though. I mean, they're ghouls, and by the looks of it, shitty ghouls. So,
Yes.
we'll clear the place first, loot it later. So, it's like a little bit promising. Come on. Schools everywhere. If there were non-shitty ghouls, we might be in trouble.
Right in here, ain't it?
Yeah, and it's the same thing. That's a lot of ghouls, though. I'm seeing about half a dozen of them. I missed so much. I'd like to see them beforehand, so I could maybe check a grenade at them or something. Elevator. They're above and below us. Seeing two above, two below. Jesus Christ, this is bright.
This place gives me the willies. How do you find anything in here?
Miniatures terminal. Up is key. They shouldn't be lying down though. Military grade duct tape. Right. It's the top floor then. Okay, I don't think there's any point in trying to specifically clear this out anymore.
I guess this place doesn't get a whole heck of a lot of foot traffic.
Adventures of the Silver Shroud. I'm not reading the script. I'm going through it just to see if there's something worthwhile in it. Didn't notice anything. Producer's terminal. Claire can't wait. I tried stalling her, but things are spiraling over here. Her agent was having dinner with Maxwell over at the Derby. Not good. Claire is still on board. She loves the script. She especially loves the outfit. You got the shots of that, right? Yowza. I don't care what's going on over there. We need to sign her before we lose her to the wise man's. Or someone else. We looked into that Hopkins contract. It's ironclad. The only way she's out is if she walks. Her partner signed over his rights to hubris, but she still has hers. If she even thinks of going to a lawyer, you got to work your magic. Mistress of Mystery Casting. It has come to my attention that you've hired Claire Riddell for the role of the Mistress of Mystery for the show. This is unacceptable. The Mistress of Mystery has an iconic look. She must be a brunette. The Mistress of Mystery is a strong female protagonist, not some damsel in distress. Shannon Rivers has voiced Mistress of Mystery for years and is beloved in The Shroud and every other radio drama she's been a part of. I know we've had our differences, but this affects more than the Silver Shroud. If Mistress of Mystery and the Unstoppables are big brands, we absolutely must talk before I go on my vacation. Okay. Mistress of Mystery casting. Vivi got a hold of me before she left. I got the photos of Claire and she's dynamite. Love the alternation on the costume. It still feels like the comic but more believable. So I'll back you there. But I'm with Vivi. Mistress of Mystery is a brunette, period. And her voice needs to be strong. Claire's voice isn't. Can we have Shannon dub over Claire in post? That's the word, right? That would be the best of both worlds. Okay, effective immediately, I quit. Tina Hopkins. You can explain to Petey how you lost the lead writer for the Silver Shroud, and after everything Shannon has put up with, if you want to fire her, do it yourself. Manticore's been waiting to hire me for years. Looks like your loss is their game. And that doesn't really interest me the slightest. It's events that are long past and don't matter anymore in any way. Might be of interest to the fan of this show. Might also have some relevance. Higher floor. Cooling. Oh my god. Can't even hit a slumbering zombie. That's me. Still, I think we got most of it. There might be a couple of zombies here and there, but nothing serious, I'd imagine. Studio control. Audio controls. All recording equipment is currently offline. Please contact the technician for assistance. We could play some themes. I'm gonna play anything. Video. Fail, fail, fail. Lighting. Maximum brightness. Chroma test. Please off.
Looks like we've uncovered the secret layer of the Silver Shroud.
Yep. That we did. Thing of interest. Silver submachine gun prop.
Perfect.
What's that for?
Well, I don't see what could possibly go wrong by me giving this to the guy. I mean, the place he's living in is already a gigantic shithole. Even if he becomes some kind of weird vigilante, I'm sure it will be fine. One extra crazy person in that place isn't exactly going to be too big of a problem. Grognak costume.
There we go.
Increases wearer's strength and melee damage. Huh. Computer wig. I suppose we should visit the room. Not expecting anything out of it, and we're certainly gonna go down and explore the place better. I'm guessing there has to be at least one Grognak comic or something here. more or less just curious, why would you even want to come to the roof?
Doesn't seem like a great place to linger, Blue.
Suppose you could take a look around the area a little bit, maybe snipe a little. Generally speaking, this seems like a waste of time. I suppose it's a way to escape. I mean, if you just manage to sneak through the entire building and get what you want and sneak out without killing the zombies, it's an exit for you. Gas canister. Yeah, as in fuel.
Bingo.
Do 5% more damage with the alien blaster. Invasion of the Zetans. Yeah, already forgot we saw the UFO crash landing somewhere. I wonder, does it have anything to do with your chance of finding the UFO?
Sweet.
Pompadour wig. Just one charisma. No thanks.
It is rank in here.
I do love the fact that if you come here
We've uncovered the secret layer of the Silver Shroud.
during daytime, it's actually bright. So there's a clear benefit in moving around in nighttime if you want to sneak around, even if you go explore a building like this. It's just much more harder to stay hidden during daytime.
Ugh. Oh, I hope this stuff is dust.
It probably is dust, yes. Well, mostly. Military ammo bag. I have noticed that the level of, or the type of loot has been changing. I'm not sure if it's because we visited different places or because we've been getting level ups. Okay. Vivian Odell. Tina Hopkins. I'll talk with Mr. Babovsky, but I wouldn't get my hopes up. Pete brought him in because he gets television. We have to accept that there's going to be changes to get to the small screen. I agree our fans are important, but the Silver Shroud's numbers outside of Boston are, well, not ideal. A lot is riding on the success of the pilot. If Mr. Babovsky thinks an English butler would help the show, please hear him out. I love the work you and Vince have done with the Shroud. We wouldn't be shooting this show without you. I know it's tough, but hang in there. Shannon is family. I promise you, I will fight for this. This needs to be resolved before Sunday. I'm not canceling my honeymoon again over this. Make sure Babovsky doesn't sneak out before I can grab him. Okay. Tina baby, we needed those new lines yesterday. I don't know how you do things in radio, but we got catering, Foley, spacemen, and actors sitting around on their tushes because of your most recent delay. We're not writing Shakespeare here, it's TV, right? I know you don't like the new monkey, but Focus loves him. He's tasting better than Claire in that silly wig. Speaking of which, Claire's agent is really not loving the wig. Really not loving it. Claire's flying in Monday, and by then I think it's best if we nix the wig. Am I right, or what? And Shannon's being a real peach standing in for her while Claire wraps up her film. But it may be best if she's not around when Claire flies in. Would you take care of that? Thanks. Right. Rape mentats. It's a little bit of a background noise about suppose creative differences. Probably fairly common in this type of a setup. Management versus people who create. I suppose it's not too big of a problem as long as the management has a grasp about the long-term profitability of their basically franchise. And extras are just fine. I mean, I haven't really read comics in a long time, but when I last read, there were all kinds of weird shit with them. Like, probably some kind of crossovers who I never saw any reason to exist. A lot of specialty versions of comics, things like that. I mean, from a creator standpoint, I don't see the reason why they exist. But from a management standpoint who wants to increase sales and profits, I can easily understand why they exist. Because, well, if you've ever known any kind of fanboy about any kind of area, you know that they want to get everything.
Wandering through places like
It
this
doesn't
is how
really
people
matter.
end
If
up
it's
someone else's dinner.
whether it makes sense doesn't matter. If it's associated with it, they have at least a higher chance of selling that product.
Can we turn down the wattage on that thing?
Silver shot photo. Well, Star Wars merchandising at this point is probably a good example with the new film coming up. It's in fucking everything that you can't possibly think that has anything to do with Star Wars. But it's Disney paid a lot of money for the franchise, so they're gonna milk it for all it's worth. And suppose I'm actually sort of pleased about that. I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of shit and no questionable value movies being produced because of it. At the same time, the alternative would have been basically that we'd have to live with
Well,
this
if anyone
6
could figure
movies we
out a good
had and
use
nothing
for it.
new. And out of those 6, we were at a situation where, let's say, about 50% of the movies being produced are sort of, if not bad, they certainly didn't leave the movie series at a high note. It was sort of in decline to some extent. Still very popular, incredibly popular franchise, but it certainly could be doing a lot better. So I don't see how things could possibly be turning worse with the new additions. I mean, if you look at what kind of Star Wars crap has been sold over the years, it's a lot of crap.
Couldn't part with
A lot of
anything,
crap. You
could they?
can't possibly ruin the franchise by additional merchandising at this point. That ship has sailed a long, long time ago, so it can only be an improvement. sort of. Hmm. I came into work today, found another stealth revision to the shooting script. Now the Shroud has an English butler. I keep telling Babowski that we need our core fans to be our evangelists, so we can't keep making these stupid little changes. You have to talk to him before you go on vacation, otherwise I swear I'm bringing it up to Pete. That's actually something I'm familiar with too. Someone trying to branch out to new audiences, and in attempting to do that, aliens the audience they had. So it sort of becomes an attempt that sort of fails, and at the same time you start losing the people you already had because you didn't cater to them at all. It's a difficult spot, but that's a good way to put it. That's why I sort of noticed it. We need our core fans to be our evangelists. Yeah, that's sort of how I would have liked to seen that in this particular case that popped into mind. It's what it is not important. I mean, because if you had a core base of people using your product and being fans of it, why the fuck would you not use them? Yeah, you want to reach out to a new base of users, but there's a difference between reaching out to new people and excluding your all existing one while doing it. And excluding your existing one seems like an incredibly stupid move to do, exactly because if you basically you have to have an incredible amount of advertising muscle to really get your product out there, your message out there. Your best resource is the people already using it, and excluding them just I don't know. It's like starting a race by shooting yourself in the leg. I just don't get it. Incredibly stupid. I want to pull my hair out. Babowski has cast and signed a contract with Claire Riddell for the role of the Mistress of Mystery. I don't care how much of a tomb of Amun-Ra grows. The Mistress of Mystery is a brunette, not blonde, brown, and definitely not a redhead. Have you heard Claire's voice? Mistress of Mystery is confident, a match for the Shroud at his best day, not some half-starved waif that's known for her shrill screaming. Shannon Rivers has worked for us for decades. She is the voice of the Mistress of Mystery, end of story. She's even a natural brunette. She's not as young as Claire, but surely we can do something with lighting to help with that. If we don't fix this, I swear I'm walking. I won't have my name in the credits of this train wreck. Vivi, relax. If it's that important to you, maybe we can put Claire in a wig. But the contract is signed, so this is happening. What is it with you guys and Miss Rivers anyway? Maybe 20 years ago, but now? She's got a face made for radio. Am I right? Claire's got star power, and that's what we need. I talked with Petey Boy, and he's agreed to a couple of new scenes. We need romance, and Claire's got the goods. If Tina can't roll with this, then I can fly in one of my boys from Hollywood. It's a class act. I got a full schedule today, dress rehearsals until 8. This can't wait until you're back from the Bahamas. So if we have to meet, 8's my only window. About the new Star Wars movie, I'm not going to try to speculate on it or the plot or anything, just because I do have some ideas and expectations that I don't want to start talking about possible spoilers to a
Something's not right
Star
here.
Wars movie. I mean, even if they're just speculation, you can make some educated guesses, and if you haven't really thought about that, it might. I mean, you want to go in without having any expectations. Having really thought about the plot all that much, I would hate to ruin something like that. But I guess I'm slightly optimistic about that. My only sort of fear is that it's gonna be too cautious. 25% more damage. Mighty fat man. Okay. I can accept that.
What can I do?
What I mean is, I'm afraid that they're going to retread old ground constantly, because it's a huge investment and a sort of a new opening to hopefully a lot of new movies, not just the 3 that are coming up, but the extra movies like the Death of the first Death Star plans, and other movies like the Young Han Solo movie and things like that. So what I'm afraid from the trilogy is that it's too conservative and cautious. I mean, I'm afraid that, for example, as I said, I don't want to talk about it too much, so I don't want to get into too much details. But it would be, for example, a real shame if all the Jedi's in the galaxy are again from a one single family, instead of the more wider range of mix that we've seen in the prequels. Retreading, well, they're sort of retreading the themes in the prequels already, but at least it did something different. I mean, there's no Death Stars in the prequels and things like that, so while it has some themes, it's still different. What I'm afraid of is that with the new one, especially because they really want to get everyone on board again, it's that it's too cautious. It feels too familiar. It has the same actors, which I don't consider bad, but what I think is that it's gonna be like a mixture of New Hope and Empire Strike Back, more like. And I don't mean just a little. I mean, I'm afraid it's going to feel like someone married those two movies and tried to make something. Ooh, Jangles the Moonlight. Tried to make a hybrid of those. Try to combine the best of the movies that came before this. And also in other aspects, I mean, just seeing from the pretty much the most commonly seen trailer that doesn't spoil really anything, everything looks very much the same. Still a little bit different. Time has passed on, 30 years about. But X-Wings are clearly X-Wings, TIE Fighters are clearly TIE Fighters, Stormtroopers are clearly Stormtroopers. And there's another gigantic super weapon.
You see any back issues of Grognak the Barbarian? I could use them for research purposes.
It just really feels like New Hope again. It's a good movie, but I don't want to see it another time. I'm not looking for a New Hope remake or an Empire Strikes Back remake. That's sort of what I'm afraid of. I want something new. I want the trilogy. I can sort of accept that the first movie is going to be somewhat cautious, but I wish that the trilogy itself goes to somewhere I can't see it coming just by seeing the previous movies and knowing that they like to repeat themes. That would be, I suppose, my worst case scenario. I don't think they're going to be absolute pieces of crap. At most, they might be sort of generic, but that happens. I'm much more worried about the other thing. that I can more or less guess what's going to happen. I mean, with a lot of details by watching the 6 movies before, and that's something I would hate to see.
There we go.
Permanently gain plus 1% chance of avoiding all damage from an attack.
That one worth reading?
Poisoner's Flamer. Target is poisoned for 10 seconds. Oh, whoop-de-doo. Don't think these type of magazines I'm picking up have any weight. And that's pretty much it. A lot of burned magazines. And we got at least 2 magazines out of this that provided permanent bonuses, so I'm more or less pleased with what we got. I think he was in Good Neighbor. Hint. Well, at least we got something new to do. Probably go and finish the militia castle defenses. I mean, it's just adding a little bit of wall and maybe a turret or
And the
2.
killer be killed? Some fine-looking weapons.
I also haven't really talked to anyone around here. At the same time, I don't feel like the need to complete absolutely everything.
Yes.
As I said, I'm going to very lightly play this again, pretty much immediately. So, and it's not exactly all that exciting going through 101 places of random monsters. I suppose, at the same time, I don't know at this point. Are there going to be places like that? You need to go and take a look first.
I got your costume, Kent. And some other goodies you might like.
There she is, pretty as the posters. The Silver Shroud costume herself. And memorabilia, too? You're something else. Together with my gun, everything's all set.
What are you planning next?
I'm still working that out. Some details I want to run by you. Well, after you give me the costume, that is.
Here you go.
After all these years, the Silver Shroud is born again. But there's just one problem. I'm just not Silver Shroud material. I could be Rhett Reinhardt, or his butler, Jarvie Blake. But the Shroud is strong, capable.
Don't sell yourself short.
I got a better idea who should wear it. You up for being a Silver Shroud? You're just like him. Except you probably haven't been in a blimp shot down by mobsters.
Why me?
No one else would help me find the costume. Even though it sounds crazy, you cared. The whole world's fallen. Fallen hard. We gotta fight to make the place better. So you in?
I don't know. Might as well see what happens.
Looks like I get to be the Shroud. Yay.
The costume and gun are yours. So you patrol Good Neighbor's streets, and I'll call in any crimes on my radio station.
Reduces damage from humans by 15%. I'm somewhat interested in can we add damage resistance. Mods, none, but might be able to add mods.
Here's some calling cards, I guess. When you dispatch justice, leave them behind. That way, everyone knows the Silver Shroud has returned. Time to fight crime!
Yeah, about that. Maybe not. Listen to Silver Shroud Station in Good Neighbor. No. Brent Saboldi. We have 3 level ups. I've been keeping an eye on that. Level 41? What did we get from level 41? Was it science? Oh, yeah. Rank 4 high-tech mods. I'm sitting on the 2. Damage-wise, well, 46 with Rifleman. Yeah, I might want to go with the Aqua Girl at the same time. I'm very iffy about that. I'd also like to test things out like the Intimidation. For the life of me, I can't figure out where this is good at. If you want to avoid killing them, I suppose. But this is not really a role-playing game of that sort. This is more of an adventure role-playing game again. We don't have a lot of options to of dialogue. This is mostly about just going to places and murdering everyone, even if we don't necessarily treat them as hostiles. That's what the game is. It's not a real role-playing game in a way. I don't want to sell short what the game does because it's still impressive, but it's of a different type of an impressive thing. My point being is, in a role-playing game, more heavily focused on role-playing, I would see we might be able to subdue someone and maybe talk to them after that, avoid fighting, avoid killing them, maybe get some things like that done. Here, I don't see that. Even with the additional levels of intimidation and the command options, I can barely command my own companions to do anything even remotely useful
Now
or
everyone in the
interesting.
Commonwealth will know. The Minutemen are back.
I don't understand what could I do with some enemy. Unless you're playing some kind of pacifist approach. I just don't see it. And with a companion, let's say I meet a raider and get them to lower their weapons. What is she gonna do? Is she gonna just execute the motherfucker, or is she just gonna start fighting too? I don't know. I'm very much interested in just sitting on things for now. Is this a recruitment? No, it's a radio transmitter. I think we should add a recruitment. Although I don't know if I want typical settlers to come here. It's not that sort of a place. And I think if we do these secondary missions for him, we're gonna get those little bastards here anyway. Not sure how much power we have. Yeah, last time we just didn't have enough resources to finish building the wall. And that's pretty much the only reason we don't have this ready yet. Talk to settlers at County Crossing. Okay. I need to block this somehow. Going to block it now. fine. No one's guarding the towers.
It's 9 p.m. Any Minutemen in the area. There's a settlement that's been raided by super mutants. Please respond if you can help.
Greenskins. I suppose we should respond. Oh shit. Oh yeah, it's not pretty, but here's what it is. And as I said, I'm not too interested in adding a huge amount of defenses here. Not now. Spotlights might be nice. I want to add a...
Just got a message. Finch Farm is asking for help. Any Minutemen in the area, please respond.
Where the fuck do I need to... new quests just keep popping up and I have no idea what they're all about. Missiles, that's what I want to add here. Anyone trying to come through there is gonna have a bad time. Spotlight on this place is sort of weak though. Maybe we should add a new power generator here. Definitely don't have enough power. And I'm not sure if I want to try to draw the power from the other end of the world. It'd be just better to add one here. Call it a day. It has enough power for these defenses, probably. I'm not sure as I want to have it so close to front line. It'd be better to have it behind a wall.
Stay tuned for updates.
God damn it. Why don't we just add a huge hole of some sort? Miscellaneous resource. No. No. spiked pole or a spiked pole? I'll take one without the skulls, thanks.
This is Radio Freedom.
And what I want to see if can I attach one of the
Nothing to report at the moment.
connectors here on the holes. Nope. So, what the hell is the pole good for? Just add a goddamn power pylon somewhere. Or when?
All quiet, which is how we like it. Stay safe.
Right. Cube. Room. Air. Where everyone is anyway. I think this is. It might be better to just have it at lower level.
Nothing to report. Stay safe, people.
Basically, just have a level here for the spotlight. Are you shitting me? Ugh, there has to be a different type of a level. Of course it does. At least with the wood you can have small pieces, so can I attach this somehow?
All day, all across the government. Nothing to report. Stay safe out there, everyone.
Okay. I need to be able to attach this in a way that everything is gonna get screwed. Come on. That's my arrow. I know you can get attached there. Yeah, it's because of the wiring is not going to be sufficient. That is not a problem.
It's midnight here at Radio Freedom. All quiet here. Stay tuned for Minute Minutes. You're tuned to Radio Freedom, voice of the Minutemen. Nothing to report.
Right, so we're gonna need some kind of a minor connector. Doesn't particularly matter what it is or where it is, as long as it's a middle point here. That's probably enough. Right. I guess we're gonna go do some Minutemen business. There might be a reason to add a turret here. I mean, just having the single goddamn turret here is not good enough. I'm afraid if we leave the opening here with nothing to entertain some kind of aggressor, it's just gonna cause trouble. With the more people joining, we'll get someone to stand guard. But yeah, maybe some kind of turret here cover this. The heavy machine gun is on its own is pretty worthless. Might add just another heavy machine gun so I don't have to add more power. Worry about that in general. We just need to be able to entertain any unwanted visitors a little bit.
This is Radio Freedom, broadcasting all day, all across the Commonwealth.
Ooh, this
All
is
flight
fairly
across the
good.
Commonwealth. Stay safe out there.
It's very hard to reach and it covers the opening perfectly. It's a little bit of light helping. But in general, we should probably add more lights, especially close to the breaking point. But I'm not worried about that now. I'm ending it here, and we're going towards a lot of Minutemen thing. Out of fire. Inch Farm. Talk to settlers at Warwick Homestead. Talk to settlers at County Crossing. So 3 Minutemen quests.